I thought it was a great idea, and I thought that it would bring up a fantastic story. I kept my eye on this show in a different way than I ever have before, because I felt very responsible for making sure that Sharon Raydor was serving the new show as well as the old audience. You wanted to be able to maintain the audience. That was the thing, you know, if you just kept that in mind, it was sort of what is the best way to honor the audience in this transition? Because if we dishonor them, if we try to trick them, or if we try to get them to think something because we want them to, or they just couldn't make a false move. And so there was more, I aspired strongly during that time to do well. That's really what it felt like. It wasn't so much worry as, oh my gosh, I really want to do well. You know, like when you first start any project. But this had a little bit of a lack of innocence to it, and that made it harder. That's the writing. That is the creator being really, really interested in character and the psychology of the human spirit. And he loves, one thing I love about James is that he understands where an individual sense of character is connected to an overall sense of justice, and where you line up in the spectrum of why are you here as a cop? Why are you a cop? How did you? I even had that episode when Rusty went around and asked everyone. So it's sort of like he's really interested in what is it in each one of us that landed us here, and therefore influences the style with which we go about our business, and then how that intersects or not well with the others. Like it's not just there's the justice system and cops. There's these cops who relate to justice and right and wrong and heroics or humility or whatever in a very specific way given their own character. I mean, when she first came on, she was only going to be here for 3, so we knew what her function was. You don't really get more than function in 3 episodes, right? Or you get type and you get all those things. But when it became clear that she wasn't, and we had to sort of really, that's when he started to identify, but I didn't write her from my own relationship to this all. I wrote her from a place that I don't do. We used to joke around because my very first scene on the closer, I had on this really dark navy blue raincoat with a thing, and I crossed a, crime scene outdoors, and we called her Darth Raydor. And so that was the key, expression for me, is that I didn't want to abandon Darth Raydor. That would not have been fair, to the character, but certainly to the audience. And then a lot of things start to, naturally as they would, begin to erupt personally, in a beautiful way, an interesting way, and dramatic way at times, because when you have a bunch of adults working together, stuff happens. She's been able to, and I have as an actress, been able to explore some of her dimension that she is choosing not to reveal at work. And that's a very classic woman of my generation choice in powerful, male-dominated worlds. They choose not to show much of themselves. All we've seen so far when Sharon's not at work is Sharon the mother. A little bit Sharon the wife with Jack, which is fun. But we don't really know who Sharon the shopper is, or the Sharon out to dinner, or the Sharon with the drink in her hand, or we don't know anything about that yet. The more we reveal about her, the more we get to see of her, the more I'm aware of that. Oh, there's so much more in there that she's choosing not to show.